You build a podcast with a gun, you die by one. But I ain't planning on dying. I'm planning on watching every challenger eat dust while I sip my brandy and count the bodies.
Is it like a... I feel like it's like a 300 epic kind of film.
No.
It's brandy.
I
feel like it's Hunger Games or something like that. But
no, it's not Hunger Games.
It's the brandy bit.
Is it about someone that's at the top that is just... Is this a gangster one?
It's not a gangster one.
Could have been crime. Could have been a crime one.
It's got guns, though, to be fair.
Because,
I've got 5 genre tags for this one.
Is it Western?
It is one of the tags.
Nice. I don't know very many Westerns.
Hateful Eight?
No.
Unforgiven?
No.
I don't know.
What's the one with
True Grit?
Cumberbatch?
No, and I don't believe so.
Something dog.
I'm just going through the films that I'm aware of that exist.
Maybe I'll tell you.
Is it old
name?
School? When was it?
What do you count as old school, Dom? Because for you,
80s earlier.
Oh no! It was 1995.
Oh, it's still old school.
Yeah.
1995 Western.
Yep. The character that said that is called Herod.
Typical Western,
and it's played by Gene Hackman.
I don't know. Is it like Any Given Sunday? No. That's a different film.
That is definitely not a Western.
Gene Hackman, like a City Slickers or something. I don't know my Westerns. This is the problem.
This is one of the ones that I have watched and liked.
This is my
It's got some big actors in this one.
Go on, have you got any more?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen it. But
Tombstone.
Not Tombstone.
There you go. I'm just naming random films from the 90s I remember being...
Yeah, and I don't think Gene Hackman's in that, though.
Do you reckon we'll have seen it? But you've definitely seen it. I'm not sure if we have.
Yeah, I thought you would have. Leonardo DiCaprio?
In a Western?
Yeah.
Something about a kid.
He is, yeah. I think he's the quick draw kid.
Yeah, I think I've seen this.
Oh, God, and you tell me what it is.
No, I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but I haven't...
What happens in the film, Dominic?
Oh, I'm assuming...
If you haven't seen it, you've got to watch this one. Yeah, you're right, yeah.
And he's the chef. Is Gene Hackman like the sheriffy person?
He's at the top of the pile.
Like the governor type person. I don't know what you call it, but...
Shall I tell you?
Yeah, what is it?
The Quick and the Dead.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Basically, everyone signs up to a gunslinging competition, basically.
Oh, right. So the Western is almost a side note.
It's clearly in the Wild West.
Yes, but
you go to a particular town, but it's not like...
That's a setting rather than
Yes, yeah,
it's
I
not
think
like
so, yeah.
slow and quiet and...
But also, you would find sort of...
Tumbleweed.
Yeah, and walking 10 paces, turning around and shooting each other sort of thing. That's a Western.
They do that in Hamilton as well, but still.
All right. Okay, I'm not going to argue. But if you haven't seen it, I actually really like that film.
What was it called again?
I'd kind of forgotten about it. The Quick and the Dead.
The Quick and the Dead. All right.
I don't know how long it is, whether it's an under 90 or anything, if you ask me that. Because you're always like, is it under 90 minutes?
Imagine
then I'll watch it.
Westerns.
It probably isn't. Westerns seem like they're long films. Or they just feel it.
I feel like it'd be about 1:45.
Okay, thank you for a random made-up number.
Right, welcome back, everyone. You are listening to Top 5 Films That Extra. Extra.
You can't do it.
No, because I thought if I did an extra, somebody else would have to pick it up.
No, yeah, that's your job.
It's your job. Go on.
Listen all about it.
You've got the right
Every
tone.
time I do that.
You do. You get higher every time as well.
Every time I do that, I think if this is the first time you're listening, you've then switched off, haven't you?
Yeah. Extra.
Right. As everyone knows now, how's your, as I like to call it, tougher mudder training going?
I didn't.
It annoys you, Dom, doesn't it?
It does.
Because it's just tough mudder. But I like calling it tougher mudder because you signed us up for the ridiculous one.
Now, Matthew seems to be liking sending us info on all different obstacles to freak you out. But apart from that...
Katie, my wife, she's like, oh, he's just doing it to rub you up. I know exactly what he's doing.
I'm just pointing out... right, I don't want it to be a surprise.
This, the worst one.
I actually think the worst thing for you, Jeremy, would be to turn up and go, that's a surprise. You'd go...
I agree,
You just go, nah. That's what you do.
Yeah, I'm very strong.
You'd rather know exactly
I'm very
the order
in that respect.
If you know it's ridiculous, you have the ability to moan and whinge about it for the entirety beforehand, which then almost feels like worth you doing. Mm-hmm.
Also, you're right.
Yeah.
You would like to know exactly which obstacle's coming next.
Yeah.
So you'd be like,
Yeah.
right, okay, right.
Yeah, what's next? What's
It's
next?
it's the enema next. Let's do that.
The enema.
It's the where you go.
What's the enema?
Skip full of ice
The
water.
coffee enema.
Oh, the enemas when they put
When they
stuff up
start
your bottom.
put stuff up your bottom. What's
yeah,
happening?
No, I'm pretty sure.
I'm a little confused now.
What have we signed up for?
I did not sign up for this.
Did we sign up for a tougher mudder, which is a very different thing? When Jeremy's been using the
I'm
correct
pretty sure
word.
it's like that because you have to get. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Why are you sticking up your bottom?
You're not sticking anything up your bottom.
Why is it called that then?
Because you got to go.
I think because you probably got to.
Hold on.
What-
I also don't know this challenge. Dominic, what do I have to do?
I'm pretty sure it's the skip full of ice. We got to go under in the freezing cold water.
Yeah, but it's not far, right? I could touch
It's
one
a
end
skip.
to,
It's like the biggest
Yes.
skip.
but
So
I
it's
could,
like,
do,
it's
but
a
I can
double
almost
dip.
touch one end to the other. I see that
It's
as
really cold.
yeah, but I see that as do you know when you go underneath in a swimming pool, if somebody's
Yeah.
got one of those party boats and
Yeah.
you go underneath the party boat, you just touch the ceiling the whole time and just keep
Well,
going along.
it's not even that. It's like a bar of. It's like a plank of wood. You just got to go underneath and breathe, and then underneath, and that's it.
Okay, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, you didn't need to keep saying freezing cold water.
But once you're in it, you can't get out.
took my breath away.
But yeah,
Right.
take my breath away.
Genuinely, yeah.
Oh, that's the Top Gun one. Right,
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah,
Remember, we're
Maybe
doing,
we could
we're doing a
film that- we
different
could-
film for each one.
There we go.
But my logic with that one is okay. If you get me in the water, it's probably just as much energy to go under the bar and out the other side than to get out of the
Yeah,
skip
well, there you
anyway.
go. That's why Matt's probably right that we should probably talk about all the obstacles.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
So we've not got enough weeks to do this, but I'm
don't know,
slowly
they-
getting involved.
I'll keep sending it to you because they keep emailing it to me.
I liked that they tried to describe the top, basically the high climber one, in 2 giraffes was the height of the
Was that
two.
the description?
It was
one of
3
the
basketball
descriptions.
nets.
3 basketball nets or 2 giraffes. And also, when you look at it, it's not like I thought. Like when you go to the kids' playground, it's just up and down. They put like safety nets.
Mm.
Of course they have to, yeah.
Yeah, but you'd still fall down.
2 giraffes.
2 giraffes. I feel like that's not bad.
200 mice. I mean, what a weird measurement
Also,
unit.
it's about 2.5 to 3 floors, and I've had to go up the ladder and put the Christmas lights on. So
There
I
we
feel
go.
like I've almost trained for that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's the same training.
Yeah, I did tell Katie after 2 years of doing that I'm not doing it anymore. But yeah,
Well, you are. You are now.
yeah, but I don't have to put the Christmas lights up. That's the bit that takes the time. I've been up and down that ladder about 12 times.
It's fun then.
It's training.
Well, in answer to your question, yes, training's going all right. I've started running, but today was too hot, so I didn't run today.
So what are you gonna do on the day if it's really hot?
It won't be. It's September.
That's
It
optimistic.
might be
Indian
warm.
summers.
It might be warm.
That's fine, but we're jumping in freezing cold water, so I'll be all right.
And
Yeah.
lots of muddy water.
Fair
yeah, so
point.
you'll be all right,
Fair
yeah.
We'll
point.
be fine.
Okay, I've also started running, so that's quite good.
Well done.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you
Good.
very much.
It's good.
There you go.
Matt, any social media updates?
No, nothing new from last week. People need to please get in contact. Let us know what we've got right, what we've got wrong, what we missed out on any of our episodes, please. That's at Top 5 Films. That.
Okay, so nice and quickly then, Dom. On the spot, handing over to you. The one thing you might have to prepare every week, but
Yep.
probably don't.
I didn't. You know I didn't. I did it like just before. But I
Good,
think it means
good.
I give my answers honestly as well.
Yeah,
but
good.
so I thought about this actually. So I watched.
No, you didn't.
This
No, you
is one of
didn't.
the
You
fi-
just told us this.
No, I had to think about it, but
Oh, okay.
I didn't think about
I
it.
thought about
in
should I pick
advance.
this one or that one?
He
That's what
gave it 1 second of his brain space. Go
I
on.
thought of it and I was like, that's a good one. Yeah. So this is one of my films that I watched earlier. But I watched Monsters vs. Aliens, and I remember this when it first came out was meant to be in 3D. So my question is obviously about 3D films. So what was the last 3D film you watched? Firstly, if you can remember that, did you actually enjoy watching films in 3D with those silly glasses and the experience? And last bit,
Yep.
would you watch them again now if they came out?
I remember one. I've seen
Purely
probably,
3D, not 4DX.
I reckon I've watched about 5 films in 3D, and probably when they were at the Odeon in Maidstone.
Yep.
I only remember one of them, and that's because it was the first one I watched in 3D, and there was a particular bit that I do remember that was good. It was gimmicky. So I watched My Bloody Valentine in 3D, and there was a bit where
Shirley Valentine.
No,
you
My
watched
Bloody
Shirley
Valentine.
in okay.
yes, there's a bit where it's either an axe or a pole came right out of the screen.
Yeah.
And like everyone in the cinema moved to one side.
Did they actually?
Yeah, it was.
No.
That was good. It was. That bit was good. The film itself, I can't remember it at all, other than it had one of the guys from Supernatural in it. Jensen Ackles.
See, when you say that, what my brain goes to is Muppets in...
Yeah, basically, it was like that.
It was Disney?
Yeah.
Where you had the Muppets in Disney and he threw stuff at you and you were a bit like, oh no, he like rotates something out like a yo-yo or something at you and you're like,
Broomstick, yeah. That's basically what it was.
And I thought that was good. And then films started being 3D and I used to get, used to be a Cineworld member. I feel like we're dropping all the names today.
Yeah.
We are.
I like an all-you-can-watch back before I had kids and I could just go when I wanted.
All you can watch now is one a year.
Yeah, I still reckon I might be able to do it one day. So I used to go quite a lot and used to be able to upgrade, because I'd been there for a year, to the 3Ds for free.
Yes, it
You
was.
just had to have, you just had to have your own pair of glasses.
That's right.
Now, being a glasses wearer, that poses its own problems,
That's very true.
because you have to
Overlap.
wear your glasses over the top of the glasses.
Yes.
So that was always a problem. And then the other bit was, I can remember, and this is to answer your question entirely for me, this is quite succinct. Clash of the Titans, I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, and I remember the whole way through the film removing my glasses, putting them back on, removing my glasses, putting them back, because I could not work out what was meant to be 3D.
I remember watching Clash of the Titans in 3D, and I had the same issue. I think it was the nature of 3D. As soon as things moved fast, it was out of focus anyway.
I was the opposite. I was like, but it's not 3D. This is as 3D as me understanding that there is perception of depth in this channel.
Yeah.
Everything got blurry.
I just thought, what am I doing? Like, why am I sitting here with glasses on when it makes no difference? And that's when I think they lost me.
I'm trying to remember. If
Some people bought TVs for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my god. Specifically, yeah.
Yeah,
And you
I
had to buy
saw
the
those.
glasses with the TV.
Yeah.
Did you see the ones with the TVs where you could wear two different polarized and you watch two things at the same time?
No.
You had to have.
I thought you were going to say, do you
That's
remember when we
crazy.
used to have red and blue glasses so that you could see things in 3D?
Oh, that was good.
You could draw your
That
own
was better
things.
than Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
I think I watched Clash of the Titans in 3D as well.
I can remember it being like a panoramic scene, and I thought,
No,
this just looks like any other film. Like that I
depth
understand
wasn't-
it's that far away,
there wasn't that much depth
No.
that you gained from the 3D though.
No, I don't know why they did it.
but it's like they'd filmed it with a normal camera and then gone, "Shall we make it 3D?"
'Cause I'm
We
pretty
won't do
sure-
very much. Just do it.
Sometimes I think they did. Sometimes they made it 3D in post production. I think.
But I think you've got to have a reason for it. When you go to the Muppets in
Yeah.
America, they are playing on it.
Yeah,
like
My
that's the
Bloody
point.
Valentine did as well. I mean, the
That's what I mean,
axe
like the
came
monst-
out of the screen.
Monsters vs. Aliens, he's got like a ball on a bat, the one with a string, and he just does it out into the thing. But I think I went to saw Avatar in 3D. Makes no
Oh,
difference.
that's right. You're right. I remember it was just a gimmick to
okay.
get some people to the cinema, but I don't think it made
You had to
much
pay
difference.
for your glasses.
You did. You had to pay an extra like £3 or £4.
Yeah. If
In
you
the
forgot them every
beginning,
time.
then they
Yeah.
realised no one's doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, short-lived. I don't think I enjoyed it. I don't think it added anything, if I'm honest.
No, I wouldn't go. I specifically would avoid a 3D one now.
Yeah, I think so.
The 4DX was all right because that's adding that
Oh,
extra.
don't
Oh,
start.
it was all right. It was like a roller
So
coaster.
do you have to wear glasses in that?
Yeah, because
No.
it's got 3D elements.
I'm not wearing I'm not wearing glasses to watch a movie. I'm not wearing extra
Oh,
stuff to watch
How do you
a
think
movie.
we feel?
Yeah, but you wear glasses all day.
Well, most of the day.
It's like
yeah.
someone telling you you've
True.
got to put gloves on to watch it. Well, what's the point?
Well, I would do if they were going to throw sticky stuff at me. Do you know what I mean?
They do.
That's
yeah.
what the 4D rubbish is.
They got air. They got air and
Also,
water,
arguably
bubbles.
not.
Bubbles.
Also, I still argue and hate this. It's not a fourth dimension, is it?
No, of course it's not. No.
Why are you having sticky stuff thrown at each other?
Well, because they spray water at you
They
and
do bubbles and stuff.
do
yeah.
bubbles and stuff in these fourth
And they've got the
dimension.
little.
The fourth dimension is we're going to add more stuff in the 3D world. Well, that's not fourth dimension, is it?
Yeah, okay, cool.
So Gem's a no.
No, I'm a no to 4DX. Like,
I think
that's
you're
not a thing.
I think you're a no to 3D as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. There we go.
There you go. So you got an actual answer from me at least this time.
Good. Okay.
Right, we'll crack straight on then.
Yep.
What have you been watching? Number of films?
5. Only 5 for
9.
me.
How many?
9.
9.
Dominic, for those of you who don't know at home, right, we're in what I like to call birthday season. We've only just finished it.
Yeah.
So there's like 11 birthdays in 20 days or something stupid like that.
Yes, it's quite a lot
across
for our family.
across our families. Apparently, all like get frisky at the same time. But not. Hold on, no, that sounded terrible.
Yeah,
At the same time period, not anything other than that. Like the same month.
Step away from the statement.
Okay, thank you.
Step away.
So I don't know. You've done that. I've got 3.
Yeah, I have my 5. So what's your 9 then, Dom?
I'll go through all the. Well,
I've seen
got
8 of them before.
No, I've got. Sorry,
So what? You're allowed to watch a film twice.
I've got 4 new films.
Okay,
But
cool.
so
Okay.
I'll go through one. I watched Stardust with Evie. She hasn't watched it before.
I've not seen Stardust with
No,
Evie.
really?
Have you not seen Stardust?
Oh,
You've
yes,
seen
no,
Stardust.
I've seen Stardust.
Okay,
Sorry,
cool.
I'm just being facetious.
Watched that specifically with Evie. That's
Good.
what I was trying
That's
to say.
I like that film.
Yeah, very good. Ricky Gervais random in that, just not
Good.
needed.
Is
But
it?
used it.
Is it 12A? Like
12A, yeah.
Is it got? Is it just mild threat?
It's also the Witches, and
Okay.
there's lots of.
So
It's
yes,
scary.
it is a bit.
They.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good though. It's good.
You
It's
like
quite
that.
fun.
Also,
It's
there's
really, really
death.
good.
Yes, there is. Ghosts.
Ghosts and death.
Ghosts and death, and
Yeah.
and just. But the next one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the newest one with Seth Rogen, etc.
What?
I don't know what that means because there's been so many different iterations.
It's
of
actually called
teenage-
TMNT. It's
Right.
a specific one.
But they're heroes.
Are
Let's
they
not get into that
CGI?
discussion.
It's kind of. It looks like a stop motion type thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's not. It's not. But it's kind of. It's
Okay.
odd CGI. It's just really.
So it's not in the
cartoony.
real world. No.
No.
okay. I don't know. They've all blended into it apart from the one from like the early 90s,
The best 2, you mean?
which
I
they
actually
clearly had
really enjoy this.
helmets.
I
that they
really
were
enjoy
wearing.
it. It's a completely different view of it. There's like a
Okay.
of how it happened and yeah, Ariel. No,
That's the Little Mermaid.
April.
Thank you. Yeah, just
Yeah.
totally different. And
Do
Yeah.
any of the other characters pop up yet?
so you get Bebop and Rocksteady.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Shredder.
they're in it. Shredder,
Krang.
no. So you get
I'm trying to think about the names. Casey Jones.
No,
Right,
so
can
there's
I
like
just say, I'll add in here, I'm so glad you said that because
Yeah.
we've got a lab technician at work called Casey Jones, and I keep making Teenage Mutant
No,
Ninja
do not get
Turtles, and I don't. But then I keep thinking, how old's his parents? Like,
Did they watch the film?
did
Okay, that's a good name.
literally, like, I was thinking the opposite. I was thinking like the dad's a real big TMT fan, and he's like,
Casey.
he's like, do you think we could call him Casey? And the mum's like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, not knowing that it's actually a character name. But yeah, Casey Jones. I keep referencing it. But there you go.
There you go. But no, I think I really enjoy it. I think it's completely different, and it's much better than it's not better than the originals, but it's still good.
It's different.
Very different. Monsters vs Aliens. I told you about that one already.
Yeah.
But, and then I watched Storks again. Have you seen that?
Storks.
They deliver the
Storks.
babies.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
right.
they used to, but they don't anymore. But then,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
essentially.
animated.
Adam Sandberg is the voice.
No,
It's Kelsey-
animated.
Is Kelsey Grammer one of the voices as well?
Yeah, the main guy.
Yeah.
the,
there you go.
the boss. Yeah. Standard.
Good.
It's quite good. Easy watch. If you haven't watched it, definitely watch it with kids. And then the other ones are I've watched Shaun of the Dead with Alex because he's an absolute massive fan of it. So he's watched Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, but he doesn't want to watch World's End with me.
Why not?
Couldn't tell I've watched the other two with him.
Oh,
so
okay.
I have to watch Shaun of the Dead and then watch
That's
another
a
Hot
good
Fuzz
choice.
again next time.
They're brilliant.
So it was brilliant. It doesn't age so well. It's just brilliant. It came out 25 years ago, nearly. 2004, I think it was. Well, I don't know.
So
Maybe it's in
20,
your list.
21.
20 years, yeah.
Good maths.
No, I was saying, and then I
Sorry,
realised
did you
what
need a
year it was.
spreadsheet?
Quick
Did you need a
maths.
spreadsheet?
I realised what
Yeah.
year it was. And then my new films that I haven't seen. I watched The Accountant 2.
Oh, right.
Oh, and you like The Accountant?
I like the original, yes. The first
just
one.
as good?
Oh,
That
no,
disappointed.
his voice said there. I didn't like. He said I like
I
the
liked
original.
the characters in this one. The introduction of his brother is a very good,
Is it a
very good
comedy?
introduction.
Because it keeps getting pushed to me under comedy films on
I suppose
Prime.
there's definitely it's a comedy crime. Like it's
Comedy, crime, action.
probably yes. Yeah, so there's lots of action in the sense of that. It's actually quite good. But the comedy element is
just
his,
a Tom Hardy away from it being a perfect Dom film.
is it?
Yeah.
Is
I
his
also
his
wanted to
brother is
now
a
call
comedy
that
element.
a CAC film because it's comedy, action, crime. But there you go.
Cat film. But no, yeah. It is good. It's on the same lines as before. He is what he is. He's incredibly autistic, so he doesn't know how to do any sort of social situations and writes algorithms to beat the system. But yeah, it was good. It wasn't as good as the first one.
Right,
Absolutely
okay.
not.
Okay.
It felt a bit slow.
Need to watch the first one then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I then watched A Quiet Place 2 because I've never seen it.
Oh,
I've not seen the second one actually.
Oh, I love it.
But you've seen day one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have now. That was the next one on my list. But
You've entered the. I've seen all three. Yeah.
Yeah.
So day one is the prequel that is the third film.
Yes.
Okay, I've not seen that either.
That one's not as good.
No, not as good at all.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think I would put them in order that they came out. I think
Yes.
the first one, second one, third one.
Yeah, but Cillian Murphy's the one with the Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, but it's still not as good as the first one.
Still not as good as the first one, no.
Okay.
But they're all good. They're all good films. But obviously, day one is definitely not as.
But as I
intriguing
said,
as
what I find interesting is how close did they film those, because the kids don't look like they've aged
No, they were
between the
quite
first
quick.
and the second.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
normally if
yeah.
it's like 3 years apart,
They
the same
suddenly-
people look different.
Yeah,
but these don't.
Stranger Things, the kids in Stranger Things suddenly went from being 12 to what
Having
looked like
tashes and
18.
stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I was impressed by that. It's almost like they
It's such good
it.
films. They're one of those films that even though you see the alien, I think, because I always feel like if you see the alien, it kind of ruins it a little bit. Because
Oh, I tell you what, then you
not
can
as
answer the
scary.
question you gave me. Then
What?
so now you understand about the island.
Yes,
Yeah, see, it makes sense, right?
it does.
Yeah.
But it doesn't at the same point.
If you didn't know what we're talking about, go back and listen about. I was going to say I would
on.
love to be
I
able to
had a
drop an
question,
episode
didn't I?
number here. Yeah. But it,
Quiet
must,
Place, or it was hung.
Yeah, yeah.
That wasn't it. Yeah.
Okay.
it must be within the last 10 extras.
Why not go have a listen?
Listen to
Go
all of them.
find it.
If you haven't listened to them all already, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last one, it was more of a documentary. So I'm adding it in because
More of a documentary.
It was a documentary. It was like a docu-film, should we say?
Yes.
It was like just under 2 hours. So it was about Titan, the Ocean Gate disaster
Oh, I saw that come up
on Netflix.
Something, yeah.
But I got really angry.
Is that the submarine?
Yeah.
That
The carbon fiber sub
imploded?
that imploded because it just
Oh,
didn't.
do they show the footage?
No, because they don't have any. Because they lost
It got crushed.
communication. They lost communication 16 minutes before, and then all you can hear is like this. Essentially, 900 miles away, you hear a bang,
Yeah.
in the
Ugh.
ocean. It's just arrogance and narcissism. It's
Oh,
horrible.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
absolute. You had all the signs.
Oh,
were
no,
there.
it sounds
Why-
like something my wife would watch.
Why
now.
it went wrong?
Oh, yeah, it went wrong from the beginning.
As in, there was no
It's
no
just
safety.
no, it's
mechanisms
horrendous,
in
and you
place.
just. Yeah, but it's good because quite a lot of the things are recorded, so you hear conversations and you hear just
All right.
how much of a douche.
Have they
this guy
recorded
is.
it thinking it was going to be amazing?
I think they recorded it purely because from an HR point of view, is
Oh,
quite a lot
okay.
of conversations, and they wanted
I
it
thought it
recorded
was
to
like-
avoid any sort of.
I was questioning whether it was
Repercussion.
like, we're doing this as a mini documentary so that you will see how great we are at the end of it. But no.
No, but there's lots of footage of it because he was just under the impression that nothing wrong was ever going to happen. But
Okay.
I'd definitely watch it. It's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, Stockton Rush is his name, the main guy. It's just arrogant beyond belief. So
That was your ninth. That's your.
that was all of them.
Nine.
Yes, that was it.
Okay. Matthew, give you 5.
Yeah. So because we've been so busy.
Yeah,
I didn't-
that's why
I
you're
didn't-
low. That's what I was going to
didn't
say.
manage.
Normally you're like
Yeah.
9.
No, I didn't
There's
manage
no
to
roasts, Jim.
get no roasts.
No
It's
roasts.
too
Two
hot.
gone.
It's because he's been at birthday parties.
He's
Yeah.
not showering. They're gone.
No, I smell.
Yeah.
Right. So watched with Kim. Watched Game Night.
Oh, my
Oh yeah.
So 2018
Bateman.
film. Bateman and
It's not Amy Adams.
Regina George.
Oh no, it is.
It's Amy Adams.
No, it's you've
Rachel
McAdams.
McAdams,
Thank
that's
you.
it,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness, everyone's brain went numb then. Yeah.
It's because I said the wrong thing at the wrong point. Yeah.
So yeah, Kim. We were going to watch it.
And the creepy next
Kim
door
said,
neighbour.
Yeah, Kim said, "Oh, I don't want to watch that again." And I was like, "Oh, I think it'd be quite good." She said, when we watched it the other day, she was thinking of Tag.
Oh my god!
So I was like,
Which is a brilliant
completely
film, by
which
the
is
way.
also brilliant. And she was like, "Oh, we only just watched it." I was like, "No, you're thinking of a different film." And she was like, "Oh, okay." So we watched this, and she loved it. It is really good. I really enjoyed that.
I think Jason Bateman's similar to my Tom Hardy. I think I like most of his films. That he's in.
Yes, he is good.
He's really good. Yeah.
I thought they were very good in this. I think the Rachel McAdams with the gun.
Oh,
Thinking it's
so
not a
I've kind
gun.
of forgotten about this. I'm
So
definitely
good.
watching it.
There's a couple of films, quite a few films out there that are a bit like it, where someone thinks they're in a pretend play when in actual fact they're not. So yeah, and yes, and the next door neighbour who's a cop,
like we mentioned before, creepy. Police Academy 5, Miami. You got it.
That's right, exactly like that.
Exactly like that.
So I watched that. I've sat with Quinn and we watched Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone again because she enjoys that film and wanted to watch them. So we did that. That was good.
Hadn't read any more of the books.
No, she's slowed down on the third one. She'll get there. Okay. We watched, I watched Tropic Thunder, which I hadn't actually seen. I thought I had, but I think I'd probably just watched a bit of it.
I think you just edge shit out of your memory at times.
Do you remember
I don't know if I've seen it. I know, I don't think I have.
You got them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. No?
What's that?
That's with Tom Cruise at the end, isn't it?
Tom Cruise at the end.
His dance.
Yes. Yes, that is in there. To be honest with you,
I just see loads of memes.
It wasn't as funny as
they thought it was going to be.
Seem to make it out to be, which sort of then makes it a joke on itself because you got Jack Black, who's like a comedic actor.
Jack Black,
playing himself.
It was sort of, yeah.
And Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller playing an action hero who's not very good.
Stiller.
So, yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
You've got Robert Downey Jr. who's
blacked up. Yeah.
Yeah. Genetically modified his face. Genetically, or he's had surgery to make himself black. I mean, the whole thing's a bit strange.
Who else is in it?
Tom Cruise. Bill Hader is Tom Cruise's assistant.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Coogan is the director who very suddenly dies. I nearly put that in my list.
Unexpected.
He just randomly...
Did he get blown up?
And yes, he does.
Doesn't he then take over the role of director?
No, because they think it's another one of these.
Oh, they think
that they're being filmed when in actual fact they stumbled across some sort of heroin.
Are they in Vietnam or anything like that? Or what?
I think they've got lost and gone over into Burma or something, or Myanmar or somewhere, Laos. Anyway,
okay, carry on,
it wasn't as funny. It didn't make me laugh particularly. I mean, I was vaguely interested. It just felt long, so I wasn't that bothered.
I wouldn't go back to it.
No, I won't now. I've done it. I watched No Country for Old Men because I thought I'd actually go and watch it.
I've never watched it.
I still need to watch that.
No, I've not watched it either.
Right, so prepare yourself. It's reasonably slow.
Yeah.
I thought that would be the case.
But it is really good. It's got...
Is it Javier Bardem?
Yes.
And he is so good.
Thanos guy.
He is absolutely terrifying in this.
Is he?
Javier Bardem. Yeah.
He's just so...
good.
But I didn't realise... And I've caught quite a few films like where I forgot he was in or anything like that. He's so adaptable.
He is.
He can be fun. He can be
La La Crocodile.
So you've seen Jeremy, the Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
You know how sort of terrifying Anthony Hopkins is just by the way that his eyes contact the screen and when he's looking at people. Javier Bardem manages this in this film as well.
But he manages that in James Bond as well.
Yeah, yes, he does.
He's good
Same
at that.
sort of idea. He's not menacing as in aggressive.
He's
just
very
is
still.
Manic
and you're
inside.
Like, as any conversation he starts with anyone, you just think, I would not want to be in that conversation at all. Yeah, it's a good little storyline actually. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Josh Brolin in that one?
Josh Brolin as well, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so he finds like £2 million in cash from a drug deal gone wrong, takes it away, and then Javier Bardem is Josh Brolin, and then Javier Bardem is hired to find the money and get rid of him.
And he's a psycho.
Yeah, absolutely, all over the shop.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah.
And then the last film I've watched, I rewatched for the first time in a very long time, Stargate.
Oh my word, is that any good?
That's
with the portal, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you watched the animated series, not the animated series, the
TV series.
The TV series.
I remember watching well, we would have done because it would have been on like Channel 5 or Channel 4.
I ever watched it. Channel 4, I'm pretty sure.
I've got a DVD of it.
Yeah.
Hi, Mum.
The film is pretty good, actually. The film's all right. It's the CGI looks a bit naff, but then when you look back and you go, it is 1994.
Yeah.
So actually, it's not too bad, and it was all right. It was nothing particularly special, but it was all right. Okay, there's my 5.
There we go.
Okay, my 3. I'll do it in reverse order. Because
worst to best, or what?
No, as in when I watched it.
Okay.
So I most recently watched yesterday because it was falling off of iPlayer.
Oh, nice.
Very good.
So like that speaks to you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what? That I almost reckon I've confused what will happen with me with the Red Hot Chili Peppers when he searches. Because that's basically what happened. But
that did happen to you. You told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd forgotten that like Coke goes missing as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of things, and so does Harry Potter.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that they talk about, and you're like, what?
Just disappear, don't they?
Well, because the best bit is he's on the plane and they say, "Is there anything you'd like?" He's on Ed Sheeran's plane. "Is there anything you like?" And he goes, "Have you got any Coke?" And the air hostess looks at him and goes, "What?" He goes, "Oh yeah, sorry, Pepsi." And you're like,
and
"I
the
get
cigarettes
that."
gone as well, stuff like that.
There's a random array
I
of
can't
stuff
remember
gone.
what it
It
is,
makes you
yeah.
question what changed in the past, though. That's the thing that we're left
Does it have
out.
to change in the past, or is it just an alternative?
Well, or an alternative. Something is missing that has caused these things to be missing in the future, or in whenever it is.
Yeah, but that was good. I then watched Man Up, which I think
Who's
Dominic's
that?
talked about before. Simon Pegg.
Oh, is it a 90s or early 2000s? Like late 90s, early 2000s?
I think it's later than that. I've got a feeling it's 2015.
Okay. And is it about him having to be more masculine?
No,
Right, it's not about that. Okay.
no, it's about well, actually, we start with a different character. We start with a female character, and she's on a train into London for her family's 40th. Her parents' 40th wedding anniversary or whatever.
Okay.
Right.
And inexplicably, I can't explain. It's pretty British comedy. She ends up standing underneath the clock in Waterloo holding a book, and Simon Pegg comes up to her thinking that she is her blind date,
Right.
and she doesn't tell him
That she's not?
that she's not, and they go on a date to start with.
Oh, okay.
No, I watched absolutely everything.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that with
that's
Simon
right, you
Pegg
did.
recently. Yeah.
Was it any good then, the film? Is it rom-com?
Rom-com,
He had
yeah.
a stint of films, didn't he?
He did.
In there, they were all
But they're all like this one's in London. Like he didn't have to go very far.
No, he did that with a lot of the others, didn't he?
Run, Fat Boy, Run.
Rum
Yeah,
Fat-
That was
yeah,
in
yeah.
London as
So
well,
I would put it in the same category as that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Easy
Easy watch.
But yeah, basically they go on a date, have a cracking date, and then obviously she has to tell him, "By the way, I'm not the person you think I am."
Why is it?
Did it matter?
She's single?
She is single, yeah.
Well, there you go. It's right then.
Yeah,
But she has said her name something different the whole day.
I wouldn't care.
Not on a first date. You'd be
No.
like, okay, is there any reason
But
why you
also
didn't tell
not
me?
the person that they by a friend arranged to meet. So it's a bit weird
It is a bit weird.
that she at no point has gone, "Oh no, I'm not Lucy,"
Yeah,
or
okay,
whatever
fine,
her name
I don't know
is.
why you wait that long. But
She's
yeah.
bored.
Is
Is there a reason why she doesn't?
She's not finding romance.
Oh, okay.
So she's going out of her comfort zone and taking a chance on someone, and yeah, all that.
Okay.
And the last one is I watched Venom: The Last Dance.
Hang on. Venom: The Last Dance.
Yeah, so this is
Second
Tom
one.
Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third one.
Is it?
Oh, third one.
Third one, 2024.
God.
We did have some correspondence about this, Jeremy, from
dear.
from someone who suggests that I believe the exact email said, "When Jeremy next mentions Venom, please get him to do his impression."
Who sent that? Well, hold on. There can only be one person. I watched it with my wife.
It was your wife.
Interesting, because we had a conversation about this, because the voice of Venom in the first Venom was done by a voice actor, and then in the second and third one, I think it is, Tom Hardy does it.
Right.
Does his Bane again to a sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're very similar.
What does he sound like? Because I've seen
Come on, Eddie.
Oh my God, that is good. That is quite good.
And he swears a lot.
I've seen
God,
none of
yeah.
those films.
Can we eat him yet, Eddie? That's basically it.
Do you know what I do? I love the first film. I don't think I've seen the next two.
I didn't mind the second one. I go, this last one, I was like, this is terrible. Who wrote this? Guess who wrote it?
Tom Hardy.
He's co-writing, yeah.
Ah, wait, is it the one with the horse?
Yes, it is the one with the horse.
Okay, I just remember that from a trailer.
It's like he thought, I'd quite like to do just one last film, but I don't know how to end this.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hence the Last Stand.
Yeah. The very beginning's very weird because he makes a reference to, "Oh, I'm so glad we're out of the multiverses now."
Oh, right. So he even self-references.
Yeah, because he gets featured in the end scene of one of the MCUs.
Does he?
Yeah, I feel like it's the Spider-Man.
Must be.
He's like the second teaser in the credits.
Must have been.
Yeah.
He's in the bar. And he's in the bar for
He
anyone who
is.
knows it. He's in the bar and the barman is one of the footballers out of Ted Lasso. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Okay.
Football is life. That's what the guy says in Ted Lasso. I've forgotten his character name off the top of my head, but there you go.
There you go.
But yeah, so I don't think I'll ever rewatch that one. I'd rewatch the first one all day,
Yeah,
but
really
the
good.
third one has taken me a step too far.
Okay, we've watched it now.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed, yeah.
Nice. There we go. Nice.
There you go. Right, series. Nice and briefly, Dom.
Yellowstone.
That's it.
Yep. I haven't really watched many series.
Oh no, that's all right. Well, you've been busy with your films.
Yep.
Doing it the right way.
Still
this week.
good.
What series are you in?
End of. There's only 4. I think we're in end of second.
Only 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24-hour-long episodes, right?
No, I think there's 12, maybe 10, 12 in each one.
Right.
Hours.
46 minutes. Yeah. No, I think we're pretty much at the end of the second season.
Okay.
It's ramped up in terms of like,
action.
Death. No, not necessarily death. Like just violence. Violence is
not
ramped
action, just violence.
Just violence.
Right.
Yeah. It's good. It is really good, actually.
Cool beans. Matthew?
I have not really watched anything new. Rattling through this country, Rick and Morty again. But I have been watching quite a bit of Doctor Who with the kids.
Nice.
So they like the Ncuti Gatwa Doctor.
Era. Yeah.
Now, because of an episode in one of the Gatwa ones, there was a reference to some other episodes because it sort of self-referenced itself with some
crosses
fans.
timelines.
The fans were saying he meets some of the fans of Doctor Who then said about some of the episodes, and Brad and Quinn were like, "Oh, what episodes are those?" And I was like, "Okay." So they decided they wanted to go back and watch some of the earlier ones. So I decided the best place to start is David Tennant.
Agreed.
So I thought we started with David Tennant. So we started watching those. And then they noticed there was a series before that. So they were like, well, can we watch those then? So we started...
Eccleston.
So we've watched...
They're darker though, right?
They're not darker. He's not as likeable.
Okay. That makes sense with what I remember.
He's not quite as likeable. David Tennant is very likeable. Anyway, so we're currently watching...
I feel like David Tennant changed the Doctor though.
I think he did.
I think everyone else stuck to a pretty similar formula.
Yes. I think Capaldi went back to that formula as well. Because I think Capaldi went back to the grumpy sort of Doctor. And Tennant... Eccleston was a bit. Anyway, so we're watching those, and what was quite good is they knew who Rose Tyler was, and I don't know if either of you have watched, but the very end, when Gatwa starts transforming, he turns into Billy Piper. Which was, I mean, first of all, very annoyed that BBC had that as their number one thing leading. There was this is a spoiler here, because I hadn't watched it the night before, and they led with Billy Piper returns to Doctor Who. And you're like, get out that you've just told me that. In fact, it wasn't just that, it was that the Doctor regenerates into her.
I
It was
agree.
on the front. It was the main article on...
Article.
Anyway,
that's how annoyed you were.
To the point where actually it was on the news radio as well, so you couldn't even avoid it. So I was quite
news
annoyed.
radio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you listen to the radio and there's a news...
It's radio news.
Like live radio.
But not in your world, it's news radio.
News radio.
Yeah, love it.
So we watched that, but it was nice that the kids knew who it was, and actually they were like, "Oh, she's back!" Like there was an element of that for them, which they wouldn't have got if we hadn't watched them previously.
That's good.
So that was good.
Excited.
Yeah. And then last night, because
do you think they're just trying to bring back a certain crowd of Doctor Who fan?
I don't know,
because I think that's when it was at its most popular.
Tennant and Billy Piper was definitely the most popular. Although my favourite is still Matt Smith and Karen Gillan.
Oh, nice to know.
They're my favourites. I don't know. I think some people, lots of older Doctor Who fans have said that things are like too clean and it needs to be grimier. And I'm thinking, well, it depends on the Doctor.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
it doesn't bother me. But and the last thing Kim and I have started rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer because it was on Disney.
Way.
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah.
How many series is that?
There's
you get the spin-offs as well.
7?
I don't know. More than that.
My Angel might be on there.
Yeah,
but yeah. There's about 7 series.
I remember there were some scary episodes.
They're sort of scary. Scary like Doctor Who.
Some of them
slightly
are
scarier than Doctor Who, but yeah.
I wouldn't say scary because I was absolutely fine with those. I get what you mean, but
I just remember the one where there's loads of
slightly more threat.
Yeah,
more threat. That's what I mean by scary.
Yeah, but she kicks ass.
She does. So Kim's a massive fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So
that fits.
Watching those
I get that.
That's cool though. That's cool.
Okay. I finished because I hadn't watched the final of Interior Design Masters. There you go.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Yeah.
So I was listening to another podcast, and Interior Design Masters was mentioned on that as well. So it was mentioned.
Hopefully not in a negative light.
Oh no! I think it was Richard Osman was saying that he thought it was better than Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
What were you listening to now?
The rest is entertainment.
Oh,
Okay, from time to time.
It's come across to it.
Following
We've
us,
talked
yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It is good.
It's amazing.
good.
Yeah.
I really
you
enjoy
enjoyed
it.
that?
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Well, it's finished again, but
Gutting.
I like Move. I never stick. So like I watched Bake Off for a while, but I wouldn't watch Bake Off now.
I see what you mean.
But then I liked Sewing Bee for a while, but I don't watch Sewing Bee anymore.
No,
and now I
I don't
like
do
interior designs. So I've only got one on the go ever.
You can't have more than one on the go.
Have you
Agreed.
Have you ever watched Glow Up?
My wife has that on every time I come up after because she'd fall asleep earlier. So she's always got that on. So I do know of it and I know the people on it. I watch about 15 minutes.
Conflab. They have conflabs a lot.
Is that a discussion?
And rather than the golden handshake, she gives them a ding dong or
Ding
something
dong,
like that.
darling. That's what she says.
What, like Leslie Phillips?
Oh my!
Yeah.
It's creepy. It's
dear.
really.
So there you go.
Yeah.
In answer to your question,
yes.
and actually off air
Without knowing.
Off air we've already talked about how we both like watching the pottery one.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are telling you need to.
But you can just pick
more
them up
films.
and then it's just a one episode. Bam, done. Anyway, I've started with my wife. This is Wrexham season 3.
Nice.
There is a great episode where they come on Ryan and I've forgotten his name. Rob McInerney.
McElderry.
Yeah, McElderry.
McElderry.
Joe McElderry.
What's
Where are
his
you
name?
going from?
McElhenney.
McElhenney. Yeah.
Okay.
Rob and Ryan.
Rob and Ryan
Yeah.
come on and they basically say we want to confront the people who are calling us Disney FC. And they tell the whole story of Wrexham or a part of it as if it was a Disney story.
Oh, that's cool.
So they talk about the heartache in the beginning
Yeah.
and then just when you think things are going to get better, it gets worse. And then they go through this whole thing and they're flashing the V's and all this at one point saying we don't care if we didn't pick you and you don't like us and all this sort of thing. So it was very funny. I thought it was
They're really good. They are good.
I thought it was a very good episode in particular. I'm about halfway through The Last of Us season 2, which I have to watch by
Right.
myself because nobody in my house wants to watch.
No.
No,
Ruben doesn't want to watch that with you.
I would not let him watch that. Although weirdly, I don't think it's that scary for large portions of it. It's just when the zombies come in, I suppose.
Yeah. They're pretty nasty.
But I'm not a gamer, so I didn't know.
The
I
game.
don't know the story, so I come into it fresh. But
I'm
You
there's-
enjoy it for what it is
there's-
rather than for what
yeah,
it
but
was.
there's early on twists, is what I'll say.
okay. I'm fully aware. Well, I was fully aware of the story because I've watched my wife play the entire game.
Yeah. So I'm not aware of the plot twists when it comes to season 2 or anything like that. So I don't know where it's going, but I wasn't expecting where we're at. But there we go.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, and I have got one question because so as I just mentioned, my wife generally goes to bed earlier than me, and I come up, and I've been told I'm not allowed to watch things like Family Guy because the colours are too bright. This is the quote. Because it will wake her up. Or I think it's the noises more when it comes to Family Guy or anything
Is
like
it
that.
the DVD screen?
So I started watching Friends.
That must be too bright.
Well, I would agree, but it's okay. But
No,
I've seen Friends too many times. And I've done like previously...
Watch Seinfeld.
I've done Brooklyn Nine-Nine before. And so I kind of want like a 25-minute...
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Seinfeld. I'm telling you.
Oh, I remember watching Seinfeld though. But I
Curb
don't
Your
think I've seen it the
Enthusiasm
whole
is-
way through. Okay, all right, Seinfeld.
Curb
I'll
Your
give that a
Enthusiasm,
go.
you reckon?
Curb Your Enthusiasm is hilarious.
Although Seinfeld gets loud.
This Country. Go back
Oh
and
no,
watch
I've
that.
done all those. Yeah.
Arrested Development. Why don't you start
I've done
on,
Arrested Development.
And you've done all the Modern Families.
Oh no, I could go
God,
and do
that
those.
is-
Yes,
that
there's
is
no laughter
really-
track as
oh my
well.
God,
That'd be good. Slightly
Phil
quieter.
Dunphy is, oh my God.
I've
Seriously,
watched
he's a legend.
standalone
Cameron.
episodes. No,
Seriously,
you're
some of
right.
the
That's a
Cameron-
really good one.
There we go.
That is a
Definitely
good
do
one.
that.
Okay, right. So I might start watching that for
Nice.
25 minutes.
Alex
before I
watched
fall
it.
asleep.
He just giggles. He loves Cameron. Like
I
everything
think they're
Cameron
very
does is
similar,
hilarious.
Arrested Development and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there we
Those-
go.
those
Okay,
two.
right.
There you go.
Matthew, I can hand over to you now because we've spoken for too long and
Time for the
we,
quiz.
As always.
we need a quiz to happen, but nobody ever knows
And
the
what
score,
are the
right?
scores?
The scores at the moment are Jeremy has 8.5, Dominic
does.
has 7.5.
7.5.
Oh, that's closer than I thought it was.
Really close. So we've got 3 different rounds. See who can win overall.
No one likes the second one.
The first round, well, I do. The first round is called Please Release Me. I'm going to give you 10 films. You're going to have to guess the year that they were released in the UK. and you will get 1 point per year you are off. There is a link between all 10 of the films.
Okay, these links need to get easier because they've been hard.
I thought I'd made it easier this week. I thought I had.
That says a lot. Go on, Karen, sorry.
Right, so are we ready? Is Jem to start first?
It is.
This week?
Yeah, I like this.
So, Jeremy, film number 1 for Please Release Me.
Yeah.
Superman. An alien orphan raised on Earth becomes the world's greatest superhero, using his powers to protect humanity while battling Lex Luthor. Starring Christopher Reeve, Margot Kidder, Gene Hackman, Marlon Brando. What year was that released, Jeremy?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Good.
19.
Okay. Yeah. The look on your face is very puzzled.
Yeah, I'm thinking 77.
Okay. Dominic, what do you think?
I feel like it came out when Matthew was born. Like,
Okay.
at that time, like early 80s.
Well, it's not miles off of where I'm at.
No.
So what are you going with then?
I don't want to go too far away at the same time.
Oh, he's
gonna
playing the
go
game.
I'm going to go 1980.
It was 1978.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
done.
good.
okay.
Very
Jem,
good.
go.
I think that's quite difficult to place because actually, as young
No,
kids,
but
we
I
probably
know
watched
it's-
this a lot.
Yeah, but I know that it would have been before you were born
Mm.
because I can put other films in reference.
Right. So, Jeremy, you get the first guess. What is the link?
It has biological sexes in the title.
No.
Okay. I like title ones, but I don't
You
think you
do.
ever do them.
Dom.
I don't know. I'm not going to say what I was thinking.
Oh, why
Oh,
not?
that sounds terrible now.
It is.
Okay.
I was gonna-
Okay. So all right. So you're passing.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to make a guess. They all begin with S.
No, I've
Okay.
got the other thing in my head.
Okay.
I can't get rid of it.
I'll do Dominic's guess. They
Yeah.
both begin with S.
Maybe you should.
Or they all do.
Anyway, but Dom gets the first guess.
Well,
this
if the
time
other
anyway.
one is very similar, I will say it.
Film number 2, Dominic.
Yes, it's me.
Minority Report. In the future, where crimes are stopped before they happen, a cop becomes a
You love this
fugitive
film.
when he's accused of murder he hasn't committed yet. Starring Tom Cruise, Colin Farrell, Samantha Morton, Max von Sydow.
You're a big fan of this film.
I do like that film. It's really quite difficult to place.
What
I'm going
year
to go.
was that released?
Okay. 2001.
Do you think it's that early?
What do you think it is then, Jeremy? Minority Report.
2004.
It was 2002.
Uh,
It's 2002, which means you're currently all tied at 3-3.
There we go.
So, Dominic, what is the link? Superman, Minority Report. I'm going to give a rundown for each one, I think.
oh,
Okay, fine. Thank you.
change the rules.
Well, you need
Superman Minority Report.
help. Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have biological sex in the title, so let's switch it.
The way your brain works is very funny.
Futuristic crime. I can't think of anything. I was going to guess that.
No.
Okay.
Jeremy.
They all have like control desks,
No. Nice.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when he uses it. Oh, yeah.
The next
Puts
one,
his krypton in it. It tells
the
him
next one is
story.
not Inside Out, by the way.
Okay. If it's got a control desk, though, I'm going to be
Yeah.
gutted.
This I'm pretty sure this doesn't. So Jeremy, Schindler's List.
Oh yeah.
German businessman saves over 1,000 Jews during the Holocaust by employing them in his factories. Starring Liam Neeson, Ben Kingsley, Ralph Fiennes, and Caroline Goodall.
Wish I knew my list of Oscar winners.
What
I'm
year
so glad it's
was
you.
that released?
I don't know.
That is a good question, Matthew.
Mm-hmm. Glad you approve.
I'm struggling to place that one. I'm going to go 2004 again.
Dominic.
I'm playing the game. I have no idea. 2003.
It was 1993.
I did.
Both
Is it
miles
that early?
Mm-hmm.
I would have said. I was thinking like late 90s, but there we go.
Which means Dom is ahead by 1, but it's 14-13 now.
That's fine.
I think
it's.
it's. I think my brain was thinking that it's doctored to look like it does, because it's obviously
looks
like
old.
yeah.
It's black and white, isn't it? It's not all of it.
And red.
Yes, with the
I remember
coat.
rightly.
Yes.
I've still not seen it.
No, I haven't seen it either.
It's not a happy watch, I assume. So
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you go in it knowing.
So, yes. Jeremy.
I'll be honest with you. It's not last week's title, is it?
No.
No.
What links Superman, Minority Report, and Schindler's List?
They all have scenes that are black and white.
I was going to say that.
No. Got a nice idea, though.
This is when he shows the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
You can guess that as well if you wish.
Of course it was, Dom.
I don't know. They all have someone narrating it.
I feel like Dom needs to learn to fail a little bit more. Like, you don't like...
Risk-taking.
Yeah.
It's the risk-taking.
Like, you'd rather pass than give a question that you think might be wrong. Yeah, I know, but it takes a while.
The first one was the main stars that are now in a wheelchair, is what I was going to say, because of Christopher Reeves. That is the only thing, that is what I came up, and that is why I didn't want to fail. That is the only link I could think of.
Other films would be on that list.
Where else were you going with that?
Don't know. That's my point. I thought it was a real niche. That's all I could think of.
I'll tell you what, it could have gone like Tim Curry.
Is he in a wheelchair?
I think he's dead now, but he was.
Tim Curry's not dead, is he?
Like theory of everything.
Got like
to do with
I think he had motor neuron disease.
Anyway. Okay.
Right. It's not that either, though. So
no, real positive spin on that one, Dom.
On that one.
So why? I need to fail more.
Right. So this is Dom's turn.
It is.
I just think you got fear of failure. Like, you don't like saying things just in case it's wrong. But there we go. Just a little observation. Sorry, Dominic, if I touched a nerve.
Don't let him get inside your head.
I'm not.
I'm not getting in his head.
You are. You know it. Film number 4. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. An orphan discovers he's a wizard and attends Hogwarts, where he uncovers secrets about his past and faces a dark force seeking immortality, starring Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, and Richard Harris. What year was that released, Dom?
2003.
Jeremy?
Philosopher's Stone?
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's a very niche reference point I've got for this, and I can't work it out. So I was definitely playing men's first team hockey because one of the guys who I played with went and told me it wasn't like the book in a car journey. But there we go.
When was that?
I don't know. It could have been me that told him that.
Yeah.
No. So I was 14, 15. Let's go for 15. So,
yep.
99?
It was 2001. You both did.
No.
I didn't know in 2006 was like the second or third one or something.
So, Dom. Superman, Minority Report, Schindler's List, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. What links those 4 films?
Secret caves. I don't know.
Secret caves?
I can't think of the word. Tombs.
Oh, no. Not specific enough. No, it's not at all.
No, not specific enough.
Jeremy, what do you think?
I think trains.
Incorrect.
Are you saying that because he's close?
I'm saying that because he's incorrect.
Okay.
So,
that's neither.
Jeremy, your turn. Film number 5. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Probably doesn't have a train.
The Rebel Alliance suffers major losses as Luke Skywalker trains with Yoda and confronts Darth Vader, learning the shocking truth about his lineage. Starring Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Billy D. Williams. What year was that released?
1982.
Dominic.
I was going to go 84.
It was 1980.
There we go.
I knew it was early 80s.
So, Jeremy. Superman, Minority Report, Schindler's List, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Star Wars for The Empire Strikes Back. What links those films?
They involve people training.
No. Dominic.
See, I just come with my answers. I'll give them out, Dom, because you don't have to think about it.
Got in your head.
No, I haven't. I just don't. I don't have it. My brain is not working, so it's just like I just try and overthink it, and then it just has nothing to give. And I don't think I've seen that film enough.
You just don't feel confident that you could say out loud something that's in your head because you're worried it might not be right.
Maybe.
That was a good palm off.
You could pass.
You may pass.
Flying. The main characters all fly.
No, that did not happen in Schindler's List.
I don't know. Yeah, I forgot that was one.
He's been recapping them every time.
Yeah, no, but I don't really think.
Okay, so film number 6. This is for Dominic.
Oh, God, go on, be a nice one.
Saving Private Ryan. During World War II, a group of soldiers is sent behind enemy lines to rescue a paratrooper whose brothers have all been killed in action, starring Tom Hanks, Matt Damon, Tom Sizemore, Edward Burns. What year was Saving Private Ryan released?
19. I can't think of when I'm going to go. 98.
Yeah, I think you're close.
Jeremy?
1997.
It is 1998.
Yeah.
Which
Well
then,
done.
which now puts the scores at 19 all.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, Dom, you get to go first. The films are Superman, Minority Report, Schindler's List, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Star Wars 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and Saving Private Ryan. What links those 6 films? Is Jeremy thinking as well?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to speak while thinking. It's just so. No, I'm not. I've got my brain is thinking. I'm not. I can't.
Okay, keep thinking.
Yeah.
Keep thinking now, so that when we get to the next one, you've got an answer. Good.
Well, yeah.
You passing?
Yeah, I don't have to have an
Pass,
answer.
Jeremy.
What is this?
Does John Williams write the soundtrack?
He does. Jeremy is correct.
There we go.
Well done, Jeremy.
What I did is I focused on the last 3 and forgot about the first few. There you go.
There we go. It is
We
that
go 5 ahead now.
John Williams wrote the score
Yeah.
to all of these films.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Jeremy, well done. Jeremy's currently 5 ahead.
First time I've deviated from the titles.
Yes, I know. I haven't done titles for a while.
No, I know. I'm waiting for it.
Okay, so it is Jeremy's turn. Film number 7 is Home Alone. An 8-year-old boy is accidentally left behind during Christmas and must defend his home from 2 bumbling burglars using clever traps, starring Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, and Catherine O'Hara. What year was Home Alone?
1992.
Dominic.
1990.
It's 1990. He pulls back 2 points.
Is it the second one in 92?
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds
gutted
about
now.
right.
I know it
It's
is.
3 points in it.
Okay.
Okay.
How
So-
many more?
We don't need that. I'm literally thinking about the link. We don't have to worry
We've
about
done
it.
that one.
Done that.
No.
Dominic, what
Let's
is the
give it a
link?
chance. Let's give it a chance. Have you got any
They're all
guesses?
set in. Yeah.
Okay, so film number 8, and this one is for Dominic first. E.T., the Extraterrestrial.
Oh, come on.
A young boy befriends a stranded alien and helps him return home, forming a deep bond with while evading government agents, starring Henry Thomas, Drew Barrymore, Dee Wallace, and Peter Coyote. What year
Okay.
was E.T. released?
I'm literally thinking how old Drew Barrymore is and working
Do you
my way
know
back.
what? That is exactly what my brain was doing. I was
Okay.
like, is she older than me or younger than me?
1980.
Jeremy.
Oh, I think that's a good guess. Like, I can't work it out. That would make her 50 something. Oh, if I was going to edge on caution, let's say 1981.
After all that, Jim's just going to play the game. The answer is 1982.
Okay.
1982, so you were both very
played
close.
it correctly.
17 to Jem,
That
21
wasn't that bad. That was the only way I
to
had
Dom.
it with Drew Barrymore. She must be about 5 or 6 in that, I was thinking. But
Okay. So, the next film for Jeremy is Jurassic Park. Scientists clone dinosaurs for a theme park, but chaos erupts when the creatures escape, threatening the lives of everyone on the island, starring Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough. What year was Jurassic Park released?
Right. Grandma had this on VHS. So when I was ill, I could watch it. But could I watch it straight away? I don't think so.
Good.
1995.
I was going to go for that.
Got to go for something else now.
Yeah, I know. And this is number 9, isn't it?
Yep.
96.
Went the wrong way. It was 1993,
Ah, okay.
which means there is 5 points in it.
It took about 4 or 5 years to get it on VHS back then.
Yes. It took ages for films
Yeah,
to
it
come
took
out. Didn't it?
ages.
Right, so it's 19 to Jeremy and 24 to Dom. The last film. Dom, you go first.
Oh.
So
Fortunately.
I can't win there. Jem can't lose, can he?
Film number 10, Dominic. Jaws. A great white shark terrorizes a beach town, prompting a police chief, a scientist, and a fisherman to hunt it down. Starring Roy Scheider?
Is it Scheider?
Scheider. Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss, Lorraine Gray.
1976. I don't know.
Hold on. I was going to go with my gut then, but that's too far away in terms of how far am I ahead?
Do it then. Just go for it.
What are you going with,
You're
Jeremy?
5 ahead, Jeremy.
I'm 5 ahead. What did you say?
Doesn't matter.
He said 1976.
76.
1975, but I think it's 72.
It's 1975.
Oh, well, there we go then.
Is that your impression
Gracious.
of Venom?
That was a good one.
No, it wasn't, Eddie.
Very good. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done. So,
done.
yes, that was inspired, by the way, because I didn't mention something that I have done this week, which was my wife took me to Canterbury Cathedral to listen to films' soundtracks live played by an orchestra.
Nice.
Which, by the way, was amazing. It was absolutely awesome.
Perfect.
Yep. So there we go. That's where that idea came from.
There we go.
Get on to game 2.
Game number 2, the absolute killer round.
Yep, let's go.
To the movie auction round. Okay, so Dominic, you get to choose a number between 1 and 5 first. I will name an actor. You need to tell me films that they have starred in.
Number 1, please.
Number 1. Okay, so number 1. Dominic, can you please open the bidding for films starring Woody Harrelson? How many are you going to go with?
4.
Jeremy. Going to
5.
6.
Oh, that was a quick comeback.
Go on then.
Oh, cool. Right. Dominic, please can you tell me...
Big gulp there, Dom.
6
Big
films.
gulp. Everyone heard that.
Go for it.
I'm trying to think. Zombieland.
That's 1.
I've realised there's another word that comes with Zombieland too. Hang on. White Men Can't Jump.
Yep.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Very good. You can have that.
You
3.
cheat from last week.
I'm trying to make sure.
Going once.
Hunger Games.
Yes, that's 4.
I've now lost it. Hang on.
Going once. Going twice.
I can't think of the names of the others. That's really annoying.
And you are done. Jeremy just needs to name 1 film.
I'll go with Now You See Me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But the one you're thinking is Zombieland Double Tap.
Double Tap.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I was thinking Hunger Games. Couldn't remember all the Hunger Games.
Yeah, they have funny names.
Yeah.
Mockingjay.
We might need them in the next one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you not want to go through any?
No.
No?
I reckon
No.
that's where we're going, by the way.
Okay. So,
That set of films.
I
Right.
agree.
Arbitrary 2.
arbitrary 2. So,
Look, when I say that, he's now changed his mind.
no, I'm going to say that.
Arbitrary 2 as opposed to...
Arbitrary 2. I knew you were going to do this, so I set it up on purpose to give you the hardest one.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
Right, so Jeremy.
Oh, what? So you knew I was going second?
Yes.
So you... So how did you know Dominic would pick 1?
I didn't. I just gambled on that one, but I assumed that he would. If he didn't, he'd have chosen another one. You'd have gone arbitrary 2 anyway. Right.
No, I'd have gone arbitrary 1.
Jeremy,
This
can
is
you
the first
please
one.
give me a movie auction bid, please, for films starring Kelly MacDonald?
0.
Dominic.
1.
Go.
Okay, 1. Dominic, can you please name me a film starring Kelly MacDonald?
Now You See Me.
No,
No,
she's
I
not
don't
in
know.
No You
I
See
don't know
Me.
who she is.
Jeremy.
Hunger Games.
No.
I don't know who we're talking about.
Kelly MacDonald was
Zombie.
in
Zombieland.
Trainspotting. She is she plays Diane Coulson. in Trainspotting. She is also in Gosford Park. She's in Finding Neverland.
Don't tell us
Hitchhiker's
the
Guide
rest,
to the
just in
Galaxy.
case.
She is Evangeline in Nanny McPhee
Thank you.
as a reference point for you. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, she is in.
I did
also,
actually understand from Trainspotting. I don't know why I said that, but okay.
But she is in quite a lot of other things as well. Anyway, so that is a draw on that one, which we haven't had.
Does that mean we get half each or zero?
No,
each?
it means you get 0 each, which means
Okay,
it is
alright.
still 1 to you, Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay, so Dominic, you get to choose a number. You've got 3, 4, and 5 left. Which one do you want to go with?
Number 3, please.
You draw arbitrary 3.
No, it's just number 3.
Well, it's going to be a nice one because he knows it's you.
Okay, please, Dominic, can you give me a bid for film starring Josh Brolin?
3.
3.
Jeremy. Going once.
Well, you're going to have to do it. My mind's gone blank.
Going twice. Sold.
Yeah.
Dominic, 3, please.
Josh Brolin, right?
Josh Brolin.
Okay, cool. Avengers Infinity War.
Is he in that one? He is, yes.
Avengers Endgame.
Oh, man, my brain... I
2.
know why my
He's in
brain
that
went blank.
No Country for Old Men.
And he's in No Country for Old Men. There's the 3.
And I was going to go Deadpool.
My brain went to a different person
You
then.
could have had Deadpool.
Deadpool 2. is
Deadpool
it?
2. Dune.
I
Dune
went
Part 2.
to, I think, Josh Hartnett.
Possibly, but it's Josh Brolin. So
Lucky number 7.
Yeah.
could
Yeah,
have had. Could have
That's
had,
where I was at.
could have also had Goonies.
Yeah.
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 That was his.
I'd have
film
got more
debut.
if I'd have known
Who he was.
the right name in my brain.
Right. So that
I
is
definitely
1
could have got 3
all.
for Josh Hartnett as well, I think. Yeah,
I
definitely.
could do 3 for Josh Hartnett.
Yeah.
I couldn't do more than that.
It's lovely, but it wasn't Josh Hartnett. It was
Yeah,
Josh
yeah.
Hartnett.
Arbitrary number 4.
Right.
Is it Josh Hartnett?
Is no, it's not.
Okay.
Okay, number 4. You going number 4?
Yeah.
Okay, number 4. Jeremy, can you please give me a bid for films starring Tommy Lee Jones? Going once.
3.
Okay. Dominic. Tommy Lee Jones. Going once.
No, I can't do it.
No.
Oh, bollocks.
Jeremy. 3 films, please, starring Tommy Lee Jones. Go.
Men in Black.
1.
Men in Black 2.
2.
Batman Forever.
Very good.
Well
I'll have that one.
done.
3.
Well done.
Yeah.
Got that
You
one.
can have that one.
Pulled
Very
that
good.
one out. That's him as you win, right?
Sorry?
That's him for the win.
It could be a draw.
Could be a draw.
Could
Could
still
be a draw.
Could be a draw. You
I'll
could,
just-
could earn
yeah.
half a point each in a minute. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you could have had a.
I know who the last one
You
is.
could have had Men in Black 3. You know who the last one is.
Yeah.
Is it Josh Brolin in that in Men in Black 3 as well? Or 2? Which one?
Yeah, he
As the
plays the
young
younger
Tommy Lee
version
Jones.
of Tommy
he
Lee
is in
Jones.
Men in Black
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Go on, sorry. What else could we have with Tommy Lee
Oh,
Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones. You could have had
Hold on, I'm getting my mind going. Hold on.
Well done with
You
the
keep
whole
talking. You
Batman
keep talking.
Forever.
Jason Bourne, Captain America, First Avenger. He was in that.
Oh, of course, as the captain.
He was, yeah.
Involved to-
No
Okay.
Country for Old Men. Could have had The Missing, Space Cowboys.
Okay, let's go.
Lots of them. Double Jeopardy. Double Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. US Marshals. He's
Okay,
in a couple
cool.
of those.
Let's go.
Right. Okay. And The Fugitive, of course.
Number
Right.
5, please.
Number 5. Yes, we've got to go to the end. So you've got to win this one to draw.
Yep.
Okay. So,
No pressure, Dom.
Dom,
If it
can you
doesn't happen,
please
it doesn't
name me some films starring Javier Bardem.
3.
Jeremy. Going once. Going twice.
4.
Oh, 4. Dominic.
Go for it.
Okay, Jeremy.
I hate you.
Please tell
Oh, but
me.
hold on. You would then still have to say one,
I have
right?
to say
you
one.
would.
Yeah.
So if you don't,
No
if you
Country for
fail.
Old Men.
Okay, 1.
That's where he's getting them all from. Because he watched it last week.
Yep.
Right, okay. La La Crocodile.
You can have that yet too.
June Part 2.
Yes, you can have that. That's 3.
I can't remember. I don't think he's in the first one.
Need one more.
Scepter.
Scepter.
as in James Bond. Is it that
Spectre,
one? Spectre.
anyway.
Oh, blooming hell! I've
I'm
mispronounced
afraid you
it.
can't have Scepter.
But you can't give him then Spectre.
I'm going to go Skyfall. 'Cause that's what he's in, isn't he?
He is. Yes, he's in Skyfall.
That's
He is in
jokes.
That's what I had. Yeah. But he is in June as
He
well.
is in
'cause
June.
gets
Yes,
reduced
he is in
I
June.
couldn't
Forgot about the June
remember. I
ones.
couldn't remember if he was or not.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No
Oh.
Tales.
Yeah.
He's in that one.
He's in a lot, but I just can't.
Eat, Pray, Love, beautiful. Vicky Cristina, Barcelona.
No, I haven't seen
Cristina,
that.
Barcelona.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Collateral.
I can't remember him in them.
Is that a draw?
That is a draw currently. It's 1 to Gem. Draw. So Dom has to win.
So we
this
could
last
draw
round.
this whole thing.
Oh,
You
could
could
go
draw
up.
this whole thing.
to
Yeah.
nine.
Go to
9 to
9
8.
9 to.
But yeah.
You'd still only be one away from winning.
Yeah, true. I can't lose it this
Could-
week.
This week.
No, you can't lose.
can't
it.
lose
You
it
can
this
only
week.
draw.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Can't.
So the last round is the
Names.
yes, the names round. Name
I'm,
that.
I'm
actor.
annoyed. I've just like handed it to you on a plate. You like James Bond more than I do as well.
Because you take too much risk, Jem, according to you. I don't take enough, but you take too much, clearly.
Touche. Boom. Right, back in your
Definitely
face.
know which way I'd rather be.
Right, are you ready? Okay. I'm going to name the characters. You can say your name
Your name.
to tell me you're going to give me the answer. You can say time to gain an extra 5 seconds to think time. Okay?
Yeah, sorry, I won't do it.
Right.
Jem was nearly did it. then, Yeah.
No, right. So you ready? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Catherine. Michelle Darnell.
Time.
1.
I've got no idea. I just feel like I've never used it.
4. 5.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Susan Cooper. Detective Connie Edwards.
Oh, that one.
Leonore Lee Israel.
Oh, that's throwing me.
Tammy Banks. Lydia Berman or The Hammer.
Okay, thanks for that.
Detective Shannon Mullins. Dr. Abby Yates. Megan Price. And the final name,
Oh,
Yeah, go on.
Ursula.
Dom.
Dominic.
Melissa McCarthy.
It is Melissa McCarthy.
well, Dominic, well done for taking risks.
You didn't take it either.
No. I
Very
said well
good.
done for taking risks.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. You just put yourself out there a bit
Just
more and
pulled
got
it back.
success.
I
So
thought it was quite interesting
I
that
think I've been a bit of a life coach this week.
a lot of those names I recognised but wouldn't have been able to tell you beforehand anyway.
Yeah.
So, for example, Detective Shannon Mullins was in The Heat. Megan
Heat.
Price is her name in Bridesmaids.
Oh, is it?
Dr. Abby Yates is from Ghostbusters. Lydia Berman or The Hammer is from Thunder Force.
Thunder Force, yeah. Okay.
Susan Cooper was from Spy. And Detective Connie Edwards is Happy Time Murders.
Okay.
Tammy Banks is Tammy.
Yeah, well, obviously.
So well done, both of you.
Thank
well
you.
done. It is a draw this week.
So we're still as the same distance apart. But Jeremy,
Yes, but Jeremy
So
only
what
needs
we
one
8
win.
and 9.
yes.
You are on 8 and 9.
Yes.
Okay. Well done, Dominic, for putting yourself out there and got success. Well, equal draw.
You can be as upset with yourself as you want.
I'm all
fine.
right.
I'm fine with how I
right.
risk my...
Can I just point out?
Yeah.
When you did the quiz, Jeremy, you managed 10 weeks. You had to come up with the quiz.
Yep.
When Dom did it, it was 13, 12.
A bit more, wasn't it?
We're currently this is my 17th week. Doing
I'm pretty
this,
sure you got further than
9-8.
that. I thought it was like 16 weeks at least I did.
Also, if you make it ridiculous, then you're going to get ridiculous answers.
One of you still has to win.
Do we?
Doesn't matter how ridiculous it is.
We could
Do
always
we?
draw
I
for the
think,
next...
I think this is like tennis. We
You've
need to be
drawn
2
twice.
points ahead.
You've drawn twice.
I think it's like tennis. We need to be 2 points ahead.
No. Anyway.
So if Dominic comes and wins
like
it
a
next
10.
week, we'll be 9-all. Then we'd have to win 2 in a row to win it.
No.
Right.
Uh,
Well, thank you very much. Well done.
thank you. Thank you, Matthew.
I'll do it again another week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably 2.
Right. We need to pick the real reason why everyone's here, podcast numbers. Now, I'm going to throw caution to the wind and suggest that what we do is pick two individual numbers, and then we see whether either variation of that.
Oh, I had an idea.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was just going to ask AI to give us a number.
Between 0 and 100.
Yeah.
Shall
I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like in the future we could just ring someone randomly and say,
Yep.
0 to 100, let's go.
That's
a really good way of doing it, by the way.
Text someone.
Yeah. And by the way,
just call them.
It's given me the number 73, which I know we've done.
Oh, yeah, because it was last week.
Yep. It's been listening.
That was 83, wasn't it?
No, that's this week.
42.
Last week. I apologise. Yeah, I mean 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean.
Gotcha.
The last one and the last 2. Yeah.
42.
Yeah, we haven't had it.
Oh, we haven't had 42. I thought we had that one. Very good.
There you go.
Right.
So for episode 44, we're picking the number 42.
To confuse you again.
It's really close. Top 5 films that are the most inspiring.
Are the most inspiring.
Are
Nice.
the most inspiring. So just in case Matthew comes back and says, "Oh, I didn't hear the word most," are the most inspiring.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Off the bat, Dominic's got his 5 lined up now.
No.
Just write them down. Be done for the week.
No.
No,
Not
wait,
really
you'll
sure.
wait till 2 minutes before.
Then I'll do it.
Just chuck it in Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Job done.
All right.
Most inspiring. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Jeremy,
thank you very much, Matthew, for the quiz.
Welcome.
I didn't lose, so all good. Yeah, you didn't lose either, Dom.
I know I didn't.
That's a good week then. No one lost.
No one lost.
No one
exactly.
lost.
No one lost.
No one is the loser. Also, no one's a winner.
Depends on which way you look at it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, back
So-
to round numbers at least.
Yeah, so
Yes.
if you want to get in touch with us because we've said something silly, we've done something silly, Matthew's made a mistake in the quiz, please do at Top 5 Films That. Has anyone got anything else they'd like to add?
No.
No, not
I'm
at
good,
this
thank
point.
you.
Not at this
Well, then
point.
we're here, everyone, for
Being inspired
an
next time.
inspirational week, for sure.
I'm looking forward to it being inspired and being inspiring.
Sounds lovely.
I'm not sure I'm looking forward to it now, but there we go. Well, it's a bye from me.
Bye from me.
Bye-bye.